Water marbling is a nail coloring technique where you drip drops of different colored polishes on the water surface, make a design with the pointy tool and dip in your finger. Or you can spill 2 of your favorite polishes on the floor and just roll your finger in here for a quicker solution. Hey guys! Water marble is such a cool nail art technique. It looks so easy when watching the tutorials where pros are doing it, but when you try to do it yourself, you bump into a lot of problems. I was there myself. I figured that water marble nail art is actually very tricky. There's just a lot of rules we need to follow if we want to make it work. So I did a thorough research, I read many articles, I tried so many different nail polishes, and here I put all the secrets and hints together to share them with you. I'm going to show you how to make this design, and along the way I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks you need to know about the water marbling. So let's get started. First of all, it's important what kind of container for water you choose. Don't use a big bowl, but rather try a small cup or glass like this. Mine is from an old candle. If your container is too big, the polish may spread too much and dry too quickly. It's recommended to use filtered or distilled room temperature water, and here's why. Unfiltered water may contain different minerals that can prevent polish from spreading on the surface. This depends on where you live, so try your tap water out first. It may work if you're lucky. I find that both warm and cold water cause my polish to dry quicker, making it impossible to drag a toothpick through polishes to make a design. To get the water to room temperature, simply leave it in a bottle for 2 hours before starting with water marble. Another important tip is to always use clean water or your polish won't be able to spread. See? When you drop your polish into the water, you want to be just above the surface. If you hold your polish brush too high, the polish drop may sink to the bottom. The drop will get much higher speed due to the gravity force, and the water surface won't be able to catch it. Therefore, you need to drop the polish close to the surface like me, or even closer. For more opaque effect, you can touch the surface gently with the polish brush, and the water will pull more color from the brush, giving you brighter results. You can also drip 2 or 3 drops of the same polish in a row. Now your colors will be much more opaque. It's important to know that not all polishes will work with water marbling. You really need to test different polishes you own to see which ones you can use. And remember, what counts is the texture, not the brand. Generally, glitter polishes don't work. They are too thick because of the glitter, and even if the polish itself might spread on the water's surface, the polish on top of it most probably won't. If a polish is too sticky and thick, it's almost impossible to drop it, and if you do, it won't spread as it should. A nail polish thinner can help you if your polishes are too gloopy and thick by texture. Nail lacquers are supposed to work better than polishes. In addition, marbling won't work with base and top coats, fast-drying polishes, crack polishes, satin and matte effect polishes. It's also important which polishes you combine and in what order you're dripping different colors. See here, this yellow polish is not working with my blue one. The yellow one is much more watery, while the blue one is thicker, we can say stronger. The yellow one cannot spread on top of it. Therefore, you need to find polishes with similar density. They must be equally strong. Here I'm using the same blue color as before, and it works great together with this peachy orange one, as they are of similar thickness. It's like in the martial arts sports. Fighters are grouped in weight categories. Only the ones with similar weight can fight each other. Okay, now let's do some water marbling, and I will give you more tips along the way. We need a cup with water, colored polishes, base coat, white polish, tape, toothpick or a needle, paper wipes, scissors, Q-tips, nail polish remover, disposable workspace like an old towel, and a long stick. First, protect your nails with a base coat. Next, apply 2 coats of white polish. White canvas assures that the colors on your nails will be bright and opaque. Tape up your fingers as close to your nails as possible, and make sure to tape around the cuticle and not over the nail. You can always remove the polish on the cuticle with a nail polish remover, but if you tape over your nail, this part will remain white and it will ruin your design. You can also use cuticle oil or Vaseline and apply it around your nails, but I prefer a tape. Before you start with the water marbling, it's very important to have all the tools close to you. You have to work very fast, otherwise the polish will dry and you'll make a mess. Drip the first drop of the polish, aiming in the center of the cup. With the next color, aim in the center of the previous, and so on until you get the bullseye. You can use more than 2 colors of the polish. To keep it simple, I just went for 2. If you have short nails like me, designs using more colors may not fit on your nails at all. To help the polish spread, you can shake the cup from time to time. See how it helps spreading the blue polish? You can also use a pointy tool and drag around the water to help the polish spread. Look how well it works! When drawing a design, it's important not to start dragging from the outermost ring. It's from the drop you dropped first, so it's probably dry by now. This is what happens if you start with it. Oh no, we messed up. Sorry, the tutorial's over. Just kidding, I always get you right. Okay, so remember to start dragging tool through polish from the safe zone in. For a neat and sharp design, wipe your pointy tool each time you drag through polish. There are many different designs you can make with the water marbling. I really like the flower design, and that's the one I'm going for today. Just drag straight lines toward the center to end up with a beautiful flower. You don't have to go all around, as your nail is probably not that big anyway. Now we need to dip the finger in. Keep your finger at 45-degree angle against the surface and dip it in gently. This way you avoid air bubbles that may appear under the polish when you take your finger out. Leave your finger in the water for a few seconds, and in the meantime blow on the polish to help it dry faster. Then remove the polish from the surface with a toothpick. You need to clean the surface properly before pulling the finger out of the water. If there are any bigger water drops on your nail, soak them up carefully with a corner of a paper towel. If the drop is smaller, just leave it and it will dry on the air. Carefully remove the tape around your nail and clean up any polish from your finger with a Q-tip soaked in acetone. Look how pretty this design turned out. Just apply a thick coat of the fast-drying top coat and we're done for this nail. On my other hand, I've taped all of my fingers. It looks kind of funny. You can make countless designs with water marble. In the bottom right corner, I'm dragging the tool from the center out, and this way you get a wavy marble design. I'm using a needle to draw the design, but a toothpick or pencil will work great too. To save up on the time and polish, you can dip multiple fingers in the water at once. I did it in the upper left corner. Just be careful not to bump with one nail to another, as this can damage the designs on both nails. Apply a top coat to give a beautiful shine and protect nails from chipping. Water marbling applies a thin layer of polish to your nails, so they may chip easily. Therefore, a top coat is a must. I really hope you find this video helpful, and if you're gonna do the water marble nail art yourself, good luck, you're now equipped with all the secrets and hints, so I'm sure you're gonna do well. If you want to see my nail care video, click right here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more nail art videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye! If you still have problems with water marbling, let me know in the comments what your issues are and I will try to help you. Also, if you have any other water marbling tips, leave them below so we can all learn together and become water marble experts. Hi everyone! I'm super happy to have another nail art video for you today. We're going to make 5 cute designs and the only tool you're going to need is a toothpick. So we're going to make a flower, a splatter design, gradient dots, leopard print, and googly eyes. Sounds great? Let's get started! You can make countless different nail designs using a toothpick. As said, I'm going to show you 5 of them today. Let's kick off by applying a base coat to protect our nails. This must be the first step in any manicure. First design is a leopard print, but to make it a bit different and funky, I'm switching usual brown shades for something brighter. Apply 2 coats of white polish to begin with. While we're at it, let's learn a little toothpick trick. Toothpicks normally have a very pointy end, which is great if you want to make tiny dots. But if you'd like to create larger dots, simply cut one end with scissors. Make a few bigger red dots on your nail, leaving enough space between each. The circles don't have to be perfect. Dot several times in a row to make the print big enough if you need to. Now go in with a black polish and outline the red dots by making some brackets and some C shapes around them randomly. Here I'm making brackets around the dot, but here I decided to make a C shape. Don't worry if some larger areas appear blank, we're going to fill them in a sec. Leopard spots grouped in circles are called rosettes. Leopard head and legs are covered in black spots only, while the rosettes, which are those brackets and C-shaped patches, cover the rest of the leopard's body. Just make black patches and dots where you find an empty space. The spotted coat allows leopard to blend in with surrounding trees and bushes. If you want a fun design which never goes out of fashion, leopard print is the way to go. Lastly, apply a generous amount of fast-drying top coat. I painted an entire hand with this design. I switched the reds for different colors on each finger and it looks amazing, don't you think? Now let's make a splatter design. Start off by any background color of your choice. I went for a minty green, which is one of my favorite colors. Then pick two colors for splatters. My first color is white. Try choosing something in contrast with the background. If the splash is too similar to the background color, the design won't turn out as pretty. Draw a splash by gently dotting and dragging the toothpick. I'm basically painting a rounded shape with thinner splashes reaching out. Keep the ends of splashes rounded to get this cute cartoon splatter. Around the splatter, draw a few dots here and there to represent the drops. Then make another splatter on the other side of the nail. I have place for only two, but you can make more splashes if you want to. For any design in this tutorial, you don't need to have the same colors of polishes as me. Just use what you have at home and the final result will be just as gorgeous. Here you can make splashes on all of the nails, or just on one as an accent nail. This one is just so old school. I love how this design turned out, so summery and fresh. Third is this lovely flower design, perfect for all of you girly girls out there. I think it looks absolutely adorable. Apply 2 coats of white polish to start off. Then make a few larger hot pink dots all over the nail and make sure you leave enough space between them for leaves. They don't need to be perfect or same sizes. We can find flowers of all shapes and sizes. Next, draw smaller lilac dots on top and make a swirl so that the two colors mix together in a spiral shape. You can add a few more petals to make the flowers a bit bigger and bolder like me. Time to draw some leaves. Take a green polish and draw 2 oval patches next to each flower, one on each side. For some highlighting, add a hint of light pink to each flower. This will give some dimension and the flowers will look more realistic. Same with leaves. Highlight them with a slightly different shade of green. I'm using minty green this time, but if you have a darker green, the effect will turn out even better. On my to-do list, need to buy some dark green polish. Seal the design with a fast-drying top coat. This one is the most girly and vintage looking out of the 5. I like it a lot. For my next design, I'm making googly eyes. Start off with any darker nail polish color. I'm using this medium blue as I think the black would be a bit too harsh for the summer. Then draw pairs of white dots with a toothpick. You can make as many pairs as you like. I like a lot of them, as you can tell. You can make the eyes bigger if you prefer too. Now you need to make smaller black dots inside the white ones. I like to point both black dots of each pair in the same direction so that you can see which eyes belong to a pair. Don't worry if your toothpick is not rounded. Mine has actually a triangular shape. Dip it in the polish a few times and let it dry. Your toothpick will get a perfect rounded tip. Apply a fast-drying top coat and your googly eyes design is complete. Lastly, I'm making this gradient dots design, which is so cute and summery because of the bright colors. Start off with 2 coats of white polish. I'm using 2 colors of polish for the dots, but you can use as many colors as you like. Start making larger dots on the tip of the nail. Dots must be smaller and smaller as you move up. Also, make sure that the dots are more concentrated on the tip and less concentrated towards the top of the nail. This will create a nice gradient effect. Switch the nail polish color and dot it on the blank areas, still making larger and more concentrated dots on the tip. Don't worry if some dots overlap. I think the combination of this peachy orange and green polish is so beautiful. You can already stop here and leave the upper part of the nail white. I like it so much already. Anyway, I decided to show you how the design looks if you dot the whole nail surface. See how I'm making these tiny little dots here. After dipping the toothpick into the polish, dot a few times on a piece of plastic bag or something. This way the majority of polish is gone, and with what is left on the toothpick, you'll be able to create very small dots. Finish the design with a fast-drying top coat. This design is so easy and it's done in no time. Perfect for girls that want something special on their nails, but don't want to sit for hours to make it, like myself. These were my 5 nail art designs using a toothpick as the only tool. Pretty cool, huh? I really hope you'll try out some of these designs yourself, and if you do so, please share your recreations with me on Twitter, Facebook or Instagram. Also, if you'd like me to do more nail art designs using toothpick, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, take care and bye bye!